Welcome to Miss Annette's Little Farm in the Big City. I'm not quite ready for the day yet. We got some snow, a little bit discouraging. We'll find something to do today, right? Let's go get dressed. I have the animals up. I was going to take you out there with me, but my phone was dying. So I had to charge my phone, so I didn't get to take you with me. Now, if you noticed, I broke my camera. So I'm going to be using my phone for a little bit. For a little while. I've got the water running because I'm getting ready to wash the dishes. I've got a couple of things I want to do today. I'm going to harvest a little bit of honey from the beehive. I'm getting ready for some company today, so I'm getting a little gift bag ready for my company. And then I'm going to plant my onion seeds. So we got a little bit to do today. There's always a little bit of something or other to do. I'm trying to figure out this little contraption. Can you see it? For the phone, so I don't have to carry it, because it's very precarious to try to carry the phone when I am trying to film. And I think, here, look, this is the part that is frustrating. So let me get the phone set up so we can go back to the kitchen. All right. Have some eggs. I'm going to put it in my gift bag. And I have all my little eggs. They're so pretty. I don't think the color comes through of the eggs, but they are so pretty. So I have a food grade bucket, and it's a small bucket. It's, what, 2.5 gallons, I think. I have a strainer, and then on top of the strainer, I'm going to put my cheesecloth. And that'll help keep the honey clean. So I've got this. So I have this ready. This is nice and hot. Now, the one thing that might be worth investing in is one of those heated knives. I do think that might. That's what it looks like when you cut it off. It's all drippy and yummy and ready to go in the pot. And I'll have this other bowl with the scraps, and that'll go in there too, because it'll be dripping honey too. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna let it drip, and as it drips, the longer it's in there, the more I'll twist this and squeeze more honey out. Right now, I can hear it dripping. And I'll show you. Already, look at, can you see it there? It's kind of heavy, so it's kind of hard to pick up. You can see all that honey. We start out our visits on the little farm with a tour of the farm and then meeting the animals. Eventually, after the tour and they get to meet the animals, I go ahead and let our visitors just make themselves at home. And a lot of the time, the visitors will either hang out with the animals or go to the sandbox or the fairy garden or just hang out and ask questions. I have 2 trays. I have a tray for the seedlings for the seeds, and a drip tray. And it's actually my boot tray, but I'm going to use it as a drip tray. I have some seed starting mix, and I think the seed starting mix is what is important. And of course, my seeds. I have these onions. These are Walla Walla onion. I looked up for my zone, and that's what you should do when you're looking for your onion seeds. Look what zone you're in and what kind of seeds you should get. So we're almost ready, except that this needs some holes. So we'll do that here in just a second. All right, so all we have to do now is just put the soil in here and then put our seeds in there. And that's pretty much all we have to do right now. You can start onions like this because you can pull them apart once they get their little bulb and you want to transplant them. I usually don't. I like to put my stuff in the ground to plant it. And I'm learning about seeds and things like that. So I'm still learning how this all will be to my benefit, but evidently if you want bigger onions, you need to start them from seed and not from onion sets. Now, I don't know why that's the case, but evidently that's the case. Hi, Goldie. Goldie's over here helping me as well. And Gracie. Can you see Goldie? There she is. All right. I'm going to make this nice and wet. That company I had was a young man. He was about 13, and his mother And they both were very sweet, and I had a wonderful visit with them. They really had a lot of really interesting questions for me about the animals. And so did the mom. As usually, people usually have a lot of questions if they're not farm people. And she had some chickens she adopted from a preschool. And because one of them is looking for a home. And I told her if she couldn't find a home, I would take it. So, there we go. Nice and wet. See how wet that is? 110 days to harvest. And my zone is right here. And February to April. So I'm going towards the end of March. This will be good. So small. And I think they're very, so tiny. Show them to you. See how tiny they are? It's very hard. But I'm going to do my best. Be able to plant some onions. Isn't that this is so exciting. We really live it up here on the farm, don't we? Oh boy, how much fun is this? Do you see the seeds? Now put some dirt on top of it. And then I'm going to wet it again. So now I have my little seeds all covered up. I'm going to put in bed. I'm going to go ahead and cover them up with plastic to keep the moisture in for a while. You can go ahead and get yourself one of those little plant starters with a little top on it. And I should have done that, but I didn't. So I'm just going to use some plastic wrap. Put that on here. Keep it in nice and tight. Just to hold the moisture in there. And now that I have them nice and wet and wrapped, I'm putting them here on the front porch where they'll get plenty of sun and plenty of warmth. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully this experiment will go well and I'll have lots of little onions to plant in the garden this summer. Well, it was a really good day, wasn't it? I had a wonderful day. I am so glad that you were here with me, getting the honey and putting the little package together for my guest and my guests coming. They were so sweet. It was wonderful. I had a wonderful time today. I'm glad you're a part of it. Thank you for joining me here on Miss Annette's Little Farm in the Big City. Make sure you get outside today if you can. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And we'll see you next time. All right? Bye. Love you. The Argos have very different style of horns. The horns are not exactly the same. Their faces are very different too. So you can get Legend stop eating.